Hello friends, so in this video we are going to have a look at exe system call. So when we use exe in our program, it will override the main process binary. So what do you mean by that is the new process that is being spawned from the exe system call will override the heap, the stack, and the code segment of the main process, such that all the virtual addresses, all the stock variables and heap memory addresses are being overwritten by the new process, right? So let's see how it works. So let's include first the header file for exe, that is unisted.h, right? So let's print something. We can say it like starting main process, and then we have execl call. We'll talk about the parameters later, and one more print statement after that. So we have ending main process, right? So let's start with the execl system call. So the first parameter here is the path of the binary that we want to execute. So let's execute the ls binary. So we have to give the path, so it's in /bin ls. Then the next parameter are the arguments. So like we want some the address of this binary, because it's the first parameter that has been passed to the binary, so it should be the name of the binary. Then we have the other parameters, like we use other flags like lrt. Okay, then next, after completing the argument list, we have to give the null, so that the compiler will get to know that now our arguments has been finished. So let's save it and let's compile it. So we have the main process. So we compile it with -o main, then we have exec.c. Okay, so it's get compiled. So let's run this binary and see what happened. So you see here, you got the start main process, you get the output from the ls command, but you don't get the last print statement, that is ending the process, because when this exe got executed, it will actually overwritten the main process, and this last statement will not be executed if this execl command will get successful, right? So if there is some error, then the arno variable is being set. So if we take an example, we can have int return is equal to arno, right? So we have to include the header file for this also. So it's arno.h. So if we want to check whether this the exe call is been successful, then we have to use this, because we don't get any error or any return type from execl command, right? So let's try one more example. This time, in spite of giving the binary as ls, we will be giving the binary that is our test binary. So let's see what all things are there in our test binary. So here we have written some test binary. So first thing is, we are just iterating over the number of arguments that is being passed to this binary through this array of strings, right? and the next we are just printing the PID of the new process to confirm the new process will have the PID of the main process, that it doesn't change actually, right? So let's check exe. So let's delete this thing, or one thing we can do is we just print the PID here of the main process. So let's have %t here, then we have get PID to get the PID of the process, and next what we have to do is we have to replace this binary. So as this binary is in the same location as exe, so I'm just having the present location as test, then I have to replace this also. So we have test, then arguments we can give like 1, we can give 2, or and last one is always null. Okay, so let's save it and see whether this the PID of the main process as well as the new process that has been spawned is the same. So let's compile it. So let's compile our test binary. So we have test.c here, so it's get compiled. Then we have the main binary exec.c, so both get compiled. So let's run our main binary to invoke our new binary. So we have seen that starting main process PID is 7316, and now we get the list of the parameters that is being passed to this test binary, that is 1 and 2, and then we have the new process ID that is same as the main process ID. So this conclude that the new process that is being invoked is having the same PID as that of the main process. So let's try one more flavor of this exe call. So that is excle, that will input the environment variable, that is the customized environment variable that we want to send to our test binary. So we need one environment variable that is we can call it as a array of string. So we have env, then we have the new the variable like new variable equal to you can say 1, right? And this also we need to end up with null. Okay, so the last parameter of this excle call will be the environment variable. Okay, so we are sending this binary with this environment variable 2, right? So we need to print the environment variable in this test binary. So let's print. So we have printf, we have new variable equal to %s, then we have get env, and what's the new variable? So that will be the new variable, new var you can say. So let's try this. Okay, let's save it too, and let's compile it now. So So let's compile it now. So we have gcc -o test, and then we have test.c, and next we have gcc -o main, then we have exec.c. so both get compiled. Let's run the main. So you see here the arguments, two arguments are there, and the new variable that we have passed from the main to the new binary is being printed here. So let's see the man page of this exec call also. So in here what we have seen, we have 6 types of this exec call as a family. So they only differs by the second parameter. In execv the second parameter has been passed as an array of string, but in here we are giving the list of arguments to this exec call, right? See you in the next video.